I'm ready.
You're now tuning in live with DMEG Radio. Danni Gyrl live. Couch Conversations. Let's go! Couch Conversation with Danni Gyrl live. DMG Radio on fire. You listen and ride where you hear the hottest underground and independent music. Tune in with Couch Conversations where they talk about it. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danni Gyrl going live. Danni Gyrl going live. Danni Gyrl going live. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danni Gyrl going live. Danni Gyrl going live. Danni Gyrl going live. Killer. DMG Radio. Danni Gyrl live. Couch Conversation. You know what it is. Monsters.
Welcome to Couch Conversations. We are here. Season 3, episode 2. Yay! And we are here with our special guest today. One of my artists on the tour. My friend as well. And he is also the assistant program director for DMEG Radio. Our special guest today is Shaun D. Yay! I gotta go get me a box with all the little sounds in it and stuff. How you doing, Shaun?
Good. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
Yeah. So we gonna talk about a lot today, and we gonna let you really get to it. If y'all out there, make sure y'all tune in. I'm doing some sharing real quick. Make sure y'all tune in and watch the show. It's gonna get real good, especially for my church folks. All right, y'all. So tonight we are talking about, okay, so let me just tell y'all, I had my own topic, right? Shaun had his topic, right? I'm back to Shaun's topic. I had to bring some compromise. I done had some trying days the last few days, so I didn't have to bring some compromise. So today we will be talking about perseverance. Because, baby, strength and perseverance is all I need right now. Shaun, first of all, before we even get into the topic, let's talk about you. Because you are an artist, and we like to know some of the stuff you got going on. Let you talk about you a little bit. So, give us a little background, a little your music background.
Hey, man. So I've been doing music since maybe 7, 8 years old. I started singing. When I got into junior high school, I got involved with vocal music, playing piano. When I got to high school, I took it to the next level and really started taking a serious stab at a vocal pursuit. And I realized there was something there that I didn't, I was like, okay, there's a little something here that's different. And so then I really started to cultivate. In high school is when I really started to cultivate the desire. You could have talent, you could have all the talent in the world, but without the passion in your heart, without the desire, it's never gonna click. So in high school, it started to click. And I was like, okay, Lord. But at the same time, I was going through some life trials and tribulations as we all go through.
Yes.
And that's cannot let life or the circumstances of life dictate our goals. Once you set a goal, your goal has to be achieved no matter what life brings. And that's the challenge. And I'm sure we're going to talk about that tonight. But so then I got to college on a music scholarship. And I actually, believe it or not, went to college at first singing classical music as a musical theater major, doing musical theater productions, Cats, Les Miserables, Lion King, Ragtime, Rent, musical theater productions. And I toured in Europe, Hawaii, Japan, Australia, doing pop and classical music. I sang with Disney on cruise ships for years. And I started to really get to a place of, okay, there's a vocal thing happening here. And then I went through life experiences. I went through some life experiences, but you know what the beauty of it is? Life will teach you more about the music than music will teach you about the music.
Mm-hmm.
So as I went through the life experiences, life taught me more about what the lyrics really meant. Life taught me more about what the sounds in my ears really meant. Life taught me more about the meaning just of music, period.
Right.
And so I went through some real life experiences that elevated my understanding to a whole different level. Um, and so as far as the musical career, you know, it got to a really good place. And then the Lord told me, and I'm gonna say the Lord because I use him often. That's just me. The Lord told me there's more for you. I need to teach you some more. You could have talent, you could sing good, you can rap good, you can write good, but I need you to understand what the meaning of the whole thing is. So as life proceeded on, as I learned some more things through life's obstacles, challenges, tribulations, I figured out the real meaning of the music. So now I'm at a place, especially after this accident I went through about 3 years ago, I'm at a place now where I understand every single beat, every single note, every single lyric, and every single song should have a message. And for me, it does.
It
In my
should. It should. And you know what? I'm happy to have you here because you're one of the artists on the tour. I tell people my tour is very eclectic. We have a wide range of things going on. We have R&B, we have rap, we have gospel rap, or what do we call it, Shaun? Inspirational rap. We have
inspiration,
inspirational rap. Um, I don't even know how to label B Flowers. She is her own category. She is her own genre.
she has her own.
She has her own genre. And you know, it's been interesting dealing with everybody in their different lanes and where they are with their music and how they got to that point and listening to everybody's individual stories. And you being my friend, we just gonna talk. You know, this the couch, so you know nothing's off limits on the couch.
Hey,
Okay.
I came into it. I came into it knowing.
Okay. So yeah, so one of the things I do want to talk about, and we have talked about quite often. So a lot of people don't even know how me and you were connected. I actually met you on Facebook.
Right. Right.
It's been a long time, a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had been talking about you singing. And then the accident.
Then the accident.
And the strange thing about that was the whole play out of the accident is I think kind of what bonded us.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, and this is so weird.
I know.
Somehow, some way, I had sent messages out. I don't know if you and my other friend were connected in a group message or somehow y'all ended up getting connected in a message that I sent out.
Right.
And it was about an upcoming show.
Right.
And blessings to Adrian in Vegas. She called me and said, "You have a friend named Shaun?" And I said, "Shaun who?" And she said, "Shaun Windsor." I said, "Yeah, that's the guy that I was talking to in the thing that we were all in the other day." And she told me you were in an accident. And I said, "No, it couldn't have been that, Shaun." And then she told me what hospital you were in, and I knew she knew nothing about California.
Right.
So yeah, and that was a lot. That was a lot. Um, Let's talk about the accident though.
So first of all, let me just say this before I even get into that. And this is for anybody under the sound of my voice right now. You are absolutely right. That's when we bonded, because you showed me something. And I want to touch on this real quick. You showed me character. Let me tell you what character is. Character is what you do when nobody's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Character, who are you when no one's around? When you don't have a fan club or a hype club? Or who are you when you stand on your own? And you came at me, and we had only had a Facebook relationship. That's it. We hadn't even met physically yet.
No.
And you showed me character in my lowest of lows, in my darkest of darkest. In matter of fact, I didn't even know until after, because I didn't even know at the time, because I was out of it. I was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a trip, because people that I had known for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, they didn't even show the character that you showed, and we hadn't even met yet. So first and foremost, shout out to Danni Gyrl for the character that she has. Shout out to Danni Gyrl for not just for me, but for herself, because it starts with yourself. When you have integrity for yourself, you're the first person that's going to benefit. It may not come right away, but it will come in Jesus' time. So I just want to thank you for being who you are, because you opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. But one thing about you, and I always say this, I'll say this in front of anybody with my chest out. You always been consistent.
Thank you.
Always been. So in 2020, July 27th, it will actually be 3 years next week. I was working as an architectural engineer, drawing designs and coming up with measurements for buildings, hospitals, zoos, schools, you name it. I had a pretty good job, let's just say. And my employees were doing pretty good. Sales had picked up. And as the manager, I was getting a lot of kickbacks. I was getting a lot of bonuses. I was getting a lot of kudos. But see, the type of guy I am, I remember where I started. I remember where I came from. So I didn't sit there and be like, oh, look at me, look at me. I went back to them. I went back to the warehouse. I went back to the forklift drivers. I went back to the people packing and designing and fixing. I went back to the original roots, the ones who get their hands dirty. Just because I wore a suit and a tie didn't change nothing for me. So I wanted to go out and buy them lunch. So on that day, I went out to buy lunch for my employees. And I woke up 17 days later in the hospital.
17 days.
Yeah. And when I woke up, I wasn't really awake. I just opened my eyes. I had a breathing tube. I couldn't talk. I had tubes and wires everywhere. And when I say everywhere, guys, everywhere. I literally, my heart had been torn in half.
Yeah.
I didn't even, you've seen the pictures. I didn't know that my skull had been fractured and there was bleeding in my brain. I didn't know that my neck had been broken and I had a neck brace on so I wouldn't move. I didn't know that both my lungs had collapsed and I had breathing tubes inside of them to drain the liquid. I didn't know that all my ribs were broken. See, I didn't know about all this. Even when I was awake, I still wasn't really awake. And it took me about maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks to learn how to just say a word because I couldn't speak. They said I wasn't going to live. They gave me a 1% chance to live.
They did.
But let me tell you something real quick, and I won't go on, but let me tell you, I'm not going to ever testify without talking about God. That's just me.
Amen.
1% to God is 100%.
Yeah, because when they notified us, they were looking for your family to tell your family that you weren't going to live.
They were telling everybody it's over. Whoever want to come and pay their last respects.
Yeah.
If you want to come and say goodbye. And here's the cold part. It was the height of COVID. So nobody could really get in. It was and there was some other stuff. But anyways, the point is, they said I wouldn't live, and I lived. Then they said, well, he'll never talk again. I split my tongue in half. Um, I learned how to talk again.
I remember.
They said,
Yeah.
okay, well, he learned how to talk. Well, he'll never walk. So for the first year, I was in a wheelchair. But let me tell you something, I'm not today.
You're not today. Be the main one on the stage like, hey.
Look, I don't know. I don't want to hear nobody excuse why they can't turn up.
Right.
Because I'm out there giving it all.
Right. And when we say giving it all, let me tell y'all, Shaun has did a complete 360. Last year when Shaun, okay, let me just tell y'all, I don't know what Shaun was doing. I don't know what he was doing. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I don't know what Shaun was doing. I know last year when I did the block party, I called Shaun to come out. I was like, you need to come perform or do something. And he said he was gonna come out. He was like, I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling, but I'm gonna come out. But he showed up chest out, walking in. I said, okay, he ain't on the walker because he was on the walker a couple weeks ago. And he did his thing, and we was like, okay, Shaun. But this year for the block party, he showed up on a cane because he was in pain. And I don't know, before the show started, I don't even know what happened to the cane. I don't even know what happened to the cane.
Threw it as far as I could throw.
Okay, so he threw the cane somewhere. And then he got up and he rocked the stage. And his message this year was different. It was totally different. And he has confidence behind his message. The performance from last year was a complete 360. Everybody that was here last year that seen the progression, the confidence building, it was like, wow, Shaun, like, so the message that you're giving is the message that you definitely should be giving, because you really say it with your chest out. You wasn't saying the other stuff with your chest out. You really wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. What could you be more confident in? And I'm gonna say this to everybody right now, because it's not just Shaun's story. See, Shaun's story isn't just for Shaun. My testimony is for everybody, because watch this. Everybody has been through something. Mm-hmm. Everybody is going through something. Mm-hmm. And everybody's going to go through something. But I just want people to really acknowledge one thing. Whatever you go through, whatever you're going through, and whatever you're going to go through, you're not getting through it through your own will and strength. There's somebody who's bringing you through it. You got through it because somebody went before you. Yep. Somebody said, you know what? I'm going to go before you. It's called the footprints in the sand. When you read the story about, oh, look at all these footprints I walked. No, that wasn't you walking them. That was somebody carrying you. Somebody carried you through that sand. You didn't get there on your own strength. And I'm so grateful because, and I'm going to get into it now real quick. I've been burying people left and right for the last 3 years. My accident was 3 years ago. 3 years ago was my accident. Well, for the last 3 years, I can't tell you how many people I buried. It's just too many. I can't even count. I ain't even got fingers and toes to count. So I tell myself, well, but I'm still here. Right. I broke almost every bone in my body, but I'm still here. So I say, Lord, why am I still here? You must have something for me to do. So I need to do what it is that you've called me to do. Yeah. And you know, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show. I know you have a testimony. I know it needs to be told, and I know it needs to be told on a platform where it can be heard. I know you have things in your spirit that need to be heard. You know, I'll be calling you the preacher. Amen. I accept it. But you have things in your spirit that need to be heard, and you always have a good word. I ain't gonna lie, Shaun. Sometimes I'll be mad at you because I might be doing something and you will call me and I'll be like, Shaun, no, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? But you will. I answer the phone and you be like, I know you're busy, but I just called to give you a word. And I'll be like, okay, Shaun. Okay, Shaun. I
And you
know.
know
Thank
what
you.
I do?
Thank
Sometimes
you.
I need that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it ain't even a call. Like earlier today, I was sitting there. I was going through something. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to get together, get ready for the show, and then I got a text message. You know, a very encouraging text message, and I was like, "That's just Shaun." And it's
Yeah.
not just me. You do it for the whole team. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And one thing that I do love about our team, and I was telling somebody this Sunday, I said my team knows God. So it makes it easy for us to get together because
Yeah.
everybody's on one accord. Everybody know when we get together before the meeting, like the last Zoom meeting, we laughed because you said, I just got one thing to say, and everybody laughed because we already knew you was gonna what you was gonna say. And Asanati was like, go ahead, Shaun, and pray us out. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just funny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because we know, you know, but you
And
know, we appreciate that spirit in you because we do, especially on them Zoom conferences. You know, they get a little
yeah.
sometimes. So sometimes we be needing that at the end to break the ice because we are a family at the end of the day. We still got a whole nother year together.
Right.
So, you know, we gotta stay on one accord. And I really thank God we've been able to do that together. And we
Yeah.
have peacemakers on the team.
Peacemakers are important
They are.
because
I mean, and not saying that we have friction or uprisings or nothing like that, but it's just good sometimes to have somebody that you know, when to shut it down or when to
yeah.
start it up or when to turn the page.
Turn the page. You right.
Yeah.
When to write a new chapter.
Yeah. You know, and it's been fun and we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do. We got the radio station we working on and we've been trying to get that together. And you and Anthony been doing a good job. Anthony been calling me, tapping in every day, telling me what y'all talk about and what y'all been doing. And, you know, y'all been doing a good job. So thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I want to give everybody platforms to be able to promote themselves and, you know,
That's
do
one
all
thing.
these things.
Thing that you've done, and let me say this for everybody under the sound of my voice. One thing that you've done, and this is why I'm very picky. I'll be real, and I don't. I'll say it. I'm very picky. I'm very choosy about who I give my energy and time to with anything, not just music, anything in life.
Mhm.
But what I've learned in life is that repetition is reputation.
Mhm.
The things that you continually do is how you begin to be known. And what you've shown me is a consistent reputation. So your reputation for me is worthy. I feel privileged just to be a part of somebody who shows consistency, who shows professionalism, who shows that they have a moral compass.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, one thing I do appreciate about the team is everybody that has a position plays their part. And y'all don't know how much I appreciate that because it makes it easier for me to go get more platforms. Y'all see, every time I give y'all something, I get something.
That's
Another
right.
platform, another platform. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate being able to have people that I can trust because that's been one of the biggest things that I haven't had anybody that I could really trust to be like, here, I have this and I need you to run it. And
Right.
you know, y'all did it. And when I say y'all did it, I ain't gonna go all into what y'all did, but y'all did it. Y'all got together and said, we got this. And y'all showed me y'all had it. I said, whoa, okay. I picked the right people. You know, shout out to Brooke because I found out the night I made Brooke her A&R, gave her A&R job. She got 2 artists that night. She sent
Listen,
me that information the other day. So when I say y'all taking y'all job seriously, I appreciate it. That
yeah,
gives me
shout
the
out to
space to
Brooke.
be consistent.
Yeah. Shout out to Brooke because it's one thing to have talent, okay? There's a lot of people that got talent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another thing to have a real passion and a desire to put the work in to not waste time. And what I've noticed with Brooke is wherever she may be at or wherever she may not be at doesn't matter. And that's the type of people I like to associate with. It's not about where you're at or where you're not at. Where's this at? Where's your heart at?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Brooke, Beat Flowers.
Yeah. And I was trying to upload your BET performance, but I don't know why my computer is not showing me what video is what.
Oh, okay.
Um yeah, it's not. It's really not. It's not cooperating. Um but let's talk about BET weekend. So how did you feel about everything?
Man, let me tell you, BET weekend was a different. So I've done about 2, 3 joints with you before,
Yeah.
and the difference with BET weekend was I was like, okay, we up in here, and I liked a different vibe, a different energy. Shout out to JD's, by the way. Shout out
Jason.
Shout out, real talk, your energy and your appreciation, your involvement in any way, shape, or form is much appreciated.
Yes, it
So,
is.
yeah, let that be known real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I liked it. I was challenged, and I'm gonna tell you why I was challenged. Because I have some physical challenges still, and I'm still in recovery with my body, and it was a late night for me. I was like, wow, okay, Shaun, you're gonna have to really push tonight. You're gonna have to stay on it, keep your energy. You going on last. You might not be that many people in the house by the time you go up. So what? Because I didn't think about that. I thought about the mission because I'm a mission oriented person. Whatever the mission is, I'm dedicated to it. If it's 600 people in there by the time I go on, or it's 6 people standing when I go on, the mission's still the same. It doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love that those who, and I spoke on this before, the real ones are always going to be left standing. At
Right.
the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're gonna see who's left standing.
Right.
And
Right.
so it was a good turnout. The energy was good. It was
It
good to have a
was.
platform because we've had block parties and outside events and this and that. This was like, oh, and when people came in, they were like, oh, this is different. Oh, this is cool. This is that. My brother came out and his wife, and I was like, oh wow,
We
like
did. We had a really nice crowd. The energy was
really nice
really
crowd.
good. We had
Yeah.
a lot of dope people in the building.
So the
Um,
artists, the artists all came and gave their best. Um,
every single one.
Every single artist showed up and showed out. And that's why I said what I said. I said, I don't care if it says I'm the headliner. Everybody tonight's the headliner as far as I'm
Mm-hmm.
concerned. Because everybody came out and you should always show up to every event. And let me just say this again right now. I'm saying this right now for right now. I don't care who you are, what you do as an artist. Show up to every event like you're a headliner.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not arrogance. It's not cockiness and arrogance. It's confidence in your craft. Believe in what you're doing and why you're doing it. Everybody's a headliner if you really believe in your music.
Right. Right. Because Anthony Gates, you would have thought he was headlining the way he opened the show. He was like, "Oh, Shaun gonna close it? Okay,
He's
I
like,
got
oh
y'all
yeah.
then.
He was like,
Okay,
he was like, oh
okay."
yeah. Watch this. Watch
Yeah.
this.
He was like, "We having energy all night." But you know what? I thank all the artists too because they don't give me a hard time about where I put them in the lineup.
Good.
Wherever I put them, they feel okay. Whether they headlining, opening, in the middle, all the artists just get in where they fit in. High school, he's so funny. He said, "I want to be fifth on every show."
Hey, look. You know when you got unity. Watch this. Let me share something real quick about unity. The word unity is a very powerful word.
Mm-hmm.
Unity doesn't always look pretty. It doesn't always feel pretty. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it ends up pretty.
Right.
See, unity is when you're on the same page. You may come from this way and they may come from that way and you may come from that way, but as long as you have the same goal in mind, the same principle, as long as you have the humility to say, I love what I do and I'm here to support anybody else who loves what they do, that's
Right.
unity. Because what you're
Right.
saying in that moment, you're saying it's not just about me. And I respect on this tour that there are artists who They come out and they show up and show out. They pump it. They give their all, but they don't act like it's just about them.
Right. Right.
I've seen artists that came out and gave a whole bunch of energy and then stuck around 3-4 hours to hear me.
Right.
Still.
Right. Still.
Respect.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody that stayed to, because I noticed, I said, you know what? We had some people fall off, but I said everybody that was there on a professional level that mattered, all the producers, all the people that we needed to be there, they stayed till the end. They was in there rocking like, yeah, we ain't leaving. Who we working with?
Hey, look, for real, they were like, I don't care what you say, we staying.
We staying. They did. Shout out to DJ Gino in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments, but I had to give a shout out to DJ Gino. He played the whole squad last week. Thank you, DJ Gino.
So super shout out to DJ Gino.
Yes, PCP Radio, Pat Your Pocket Radio.
Yeah, please check him out. Tap in with him. DJ Gino has definitely shown me love personally. He's shown the camp love. He's shown the squad love.
Yep.
Go check him out. See what he does. See what he's involved in. Tap in, tune in with DJ Gino. He's
DJ
about
Gino.
it.
And just to let y'all know, DJ Gino was the first DJ to break Blunts for Two on the radio. So shout out to DJ Gino. I super appreciate that. I will always give him that credit, because when that song dropped, I was really having a hard time promoting it at first. Now everybody listening to it. Apparently, when I sing it, y'all know it and everything. But,
hey, that song took off. Look, at first, I'll keep it real with you, because I'm an artist. I'm keeping it real. At first, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then they were like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh, wait a minute. The song went, woo.
Yeah, it took off. But I always give DJ Gino the credit. He is the one that broke that. When nobody else played it, he was like, shoot it, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And he was the first one to put that on the radio. So shout out to DJ Gino. He will always have my love and respect
for putting together. He put together my mix show tape for the block party last year, even though it was a different message.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that put together my mix show tape for last year's block party when I was still talking about some other stuff. So even though my message has changed, I don't forget the people that put me in place to have a platform.
Right.
So shout out to Louis MF.
Shout out to Louis. Now listen, I thought Louis was just your producer and he was a co-stars thing. Okay. When people start coming from St. Louis and other places, and, I'm like, oh, everybody know Louis?
Louis all over. Listen, Louis is like, you know, when you go to the buffet and they're like, you can have whatever you want. Louis all over. Louis like, and it's the trip about Louis. Let me tell you something about Louis MF. I don't know why this nigga's not more famous than he is. You ever meet some people, you go, man, I don't know why you not more famous.
Yeah.
Louis MF. He's good at what he does.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. I think 4 or 5 of the artists performing at the block party, he produced.
He produced me?
I'm sorry, not the block party, the Cannabis Fest.
Oh, okay.
Either 4 or 5 of the artists that are performing at the Cannabis Fest, he produced.
I just wrote a song.
I didn't even know that until the other day when I started seeing people. Somebody put up a post and I started seeing all the artists comment. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This half my block party roster.
Yeah, Louis just sent me 2 new beats. He just sent me 2 new beats last night, mixed and mastered, copyrights, own my masters, all that. We worked out our little situation, and I'm like, wow. So I sat down last night and I said, I'm gonna write to this, and I knocked it out. I wrote a brand new song last night.
Speaking of masters, do you know who owned my masters? Because this is funny to me, because I don't own my masters.
Who?
Danni!
What? Wait a minute. Stop. Wait.
My brother owns my masters.
Wait,
this is going to be interesting.
Hold on. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Kanye
owns my masters.
Okay. That's what's up.
My mama gonna have to do some negotiations because I need to buy my masters back.
Hey, look. Okay.
Yeah. And every time I tell somebody that, they laugh because they be like, "Yo, brother," I'm like, "Yes, my brother owns my masters."
Ain't nothing, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mama, tell your son.
Tell your son,
We,
mama.
we need to have a conversation.
We used to have a full-blown combo.
Yeah, shout out to Danni though. He produced Blunts for Two, so he did his thing. He produced it, mixed it. JD's mastered it.
So when you gonna shoot the video?
So Yanni Mommy is gonna shoot the video. Shout out to Yanni Mommy.
Who?
Yanni Mommy, that's hosting the cruise.
Oh, okay. They got video skills, like for real?
Yeah.
Like I could.
She really do her thing. She's multi-talented. For real. Like multi-talented. So she's gonna shoot the video.
Right.
And we already have a location. I just need to get a leading man. And since I'm single, this has been the hardest thing ever because I don't have chemistry with anybody to shoot a video with them. So I've tried to shoot this video on 3 different occasions. We were supposed to shoot the night of the BET event, but yeah, that didn't work out.
It did not work out. Okay.
It did not. And yeah, that's what the holdup is. I'm finding a leading man. So when I get a leading man, I'll have a video.
I mean, look, I'll keep it real. I would have done it, but like I'm doing the music.
Listen. Me and Yanni have had the most like hilarious laughs about me in this video.
I bet you did.
As the leading man.
I bet
we
you
have
did.
had all kinds of suggestions, and none of them in my head are working out. And then you got to think about whoever I get to do this video gonna be forever.
Look, all right, look. I might be able to work this into my. I might be able to work this into my. I don't know. Let me see, man.
Oh Lord, I just got a text message about being my leading man.
Hey, it don't take too long.
Oh my God.
It don't take that long.
All right, yeah. So we on the couch, y'all, tonight with Shaun D. And I'm gonna take a quick commercial break.
All right.
And listen, for y'all that was talking about my commercial, because it's only 30 seconds long. But for y'all that was talking about my commercial, you feel free to submit one. Samantha Robinson just chose to submit hers. And I told her if she submitted it, I didn't care what it was about.
Shout out to Samantha Robinson. I don't even know you. Shout out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play Samantha Robinson's commercial. And anybody else that would like to submit a commercial, it needs to be 30 seconds or less. Okay. Feel free. All right. So here's Samantha Robinson's commercial.
Hey, this is Steve Wilkos, and if you guys are looking for a great store for adult entertainment, then check out Sex R Us. Samantha Robinson has everything from lingerie to those adult gadgets you can't find anywhere else. So, hit her up.
So, yeah, because somebody was like, oh my God, it's the sex commercial. Listen, I put out a PSA and said, if you would like to submit your commercial to be played on Couch Conversations, shoot it to me in an email. And she shot it to me in an email. So, yeah, Samantha Robinson, shout out to you. SexRS702.com. All right. Anybody else want to submit a commercial? Please feel free. Okay. 30 seconds or less.
Ready.
Yeah,
I said she was ready.
She was, because it took her like 3 minutes to send it over. Okay, so what else we gonna talk about, Shaun? We were supposed to be talking about perseverance, but we didn't talk about a little bit of everything, and it all has included perseverance.
That's right. That's right. Because all truth is parallel.
Yes, it is.
Everything one way or another, because it comes back to principalities. It comes back to your principles. It comes back to your character, your integrity. It doesn't matter what you've done right or what you've done wrong. Everybody's fallen short. The word of God says we all fall short of the glory. No, it's no perfect person.
Right.
We've all made mistakes. We about to make some more tomorrow. But it's about how you deal with it. Listen. Life is 99% of how you react to it. It's only 1% of what happens to you.
Yeah.
And people get it mixed up. People think, oh, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. Everybody's going through something. It's not about what you're going through. It's about how do you react to it. Are you going to lay down? Are you going to give up? Are you going to give in? Or are you going to persevere? Now, let's talk about perseverance real quick.
Okay.
All right. Perseverance. Ooh, I hope y'all ready for this. Perseverance isn't acting like you strong and you're great and you got it. When you persevere, most of the time you are uncomfortable and you probably didn't even want to do it. That's where perseverance is earned. It's not earned if you're like, oh yeah, I did it. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, look at me, I took care of this. Oh, I'm a champion, I'm a warrior. You haven't persevered. Perseverance is when you don't even want to do it, but you have to. Perseverance is what you do, what you don't. Watch this. It's like the person who wants to go to the gym and work out. You want to go to the gym and you want to work out, but on that day, you're like, you know what? I don't really feel like going to the gym. I don't really feel like working out. I don't even know, I don't really feel like, we're lifting no weights. How hot and sweaty am I going to get? I don't know. I don't feel like doing it. Those are the days that you go. When you go, when you don't feel like going. Perseverance is going when you don't feel like going.
Okay, yes. Let's talk about the textbook definition. The textbook definition is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving the success.
Come on.
So you got to do it in spite of.
In spite of.
Y'all know how we put this tour together. Half the tour watching. Y'all know we put this tour together in spite of. We done been through 20 artists. 20. Ooh. We'd have been through 20 artists to get to the ones we got now. I got 10 people talking about me on Facebook because they got dismissed from the tour.
Well, they talked about Jesus.
Yeah,
talked about Jesus.
I was gonna say half of them was talking about me anyway, but it wasn't publicly. Yeah. So yeah,
on the watch though.
It's been some perseverance going on for real. Y'all know we be in that group chat having some serious conversations. And
shout out to Danny Gyrl. Watch this. Shout out to KD as well. And I'm gonna
shout out to KD.
Because as I know personally, and I'm not trying to give myself a shout out, but I'm just gonna say I understand. When you go through some real tough times, tragedies, man, people passing away, I mean like real life stuff, and you still keep going, man, let me tell you something. There's two things that happen in that. One, you become so much stronger. And two, God is going to honor that and he's going to bless you. And shout out to KD and shout out to Danny Gyrl, because you've been through a lot of stuff in this last few, whatever you want to call it, a year, 2 years, whatever. I mean, man, if you want to say forever, let's just call it life. But I appreciate the fact that you keep on going. Perseverance is when you say, you know what? Yeah, it's horrible right now. I feel like total trash. I feel horrible. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay down in the bed all day. I don't want to do nothing, but I'm still going to get up and do this. That's perseverance. Perseverance is doing what you don't want to do.
In spite
what
of.
You don't. Listen, that's hard.
It is.
It's easy for you to be like, oh, look at me. I got a great job. Oh, look at me. I got a new car. Oh, look at me. I got a new place. Oh, look at me. I'm triple platinum, quadruple platinum. Oh, look at me. I'm on BET Awards.
It don't mean nothing if it was given to you.
But when you have to go through the fire,
yep.
Watch this. When
Yep.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when them three boys went through the fire and they went down into the fire and they were like, wait a minute, there's a fourth. See, there's a fourth with you in the fire. See, even when you go through the fire, please know whether you got a man or a woman, a husband or a wife, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you have nothing at all, because a lot of them is BS. You're not alone, because there's one who says, I'll never leave or forsake you.
Right. Never.
Never.
He
Even
does
when
not
you mess
fail.
up, even when you mess up, watch this. Even when I messed up, he didn't leave me because he knew my heart. It's about your heart. It's not about right and wrong. It's not about, oh, what did you do right and what did you do wrong? Let me look at your past and, oh, you did this, you did that. Oh, I don't know. No. It's about what is your heart's desire. And if your heart's desire is for better things, then guess what? Watch this. You will have better things. I guarantee you.
That's right, nephew. Even when we disobey and betray him, even then. Oh, I'm talking about the comments. I'm sorry, Shaun.
That's okay. I'm not slow. I just look like this.
I just happened to look over to the comments and seen that. Yeah, nephew. Even when we disobey and betray him.
That's right, nephew. Even when we disobey and betray him, you know what the grace. I just wrote a song last night about grace and mercy.
Grace and mercy, man. Let me tell you something. Them two words right there. If I didn't learn nothing else working for Danny Boy, he will tell you everything that he talks about is grace and mercy. If you ask him about his career, he gonna tell you grace and mercy. If you ask him about anything he has ever done, he gonna tell you about grace and mercy. That's all he talk about. Shout out to Danny.
Watch this.
That's
Watch
all
this.
he talk about.
I'm about to do a magic trick right now. Watch this. Let me show you something. Watch this. I just took a breath. You know why I just took it?
Because of his grace and mercy.
That's the only reason I just breathed right now.
Right.
It's that real.
Right.
Shout out to Nomadics real quick. I want to give a shout out real quick to Pneumatics. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't really think people understand. They're underappreciated, straight up. Pneumatics. Listen, for all you artists out there that's still on your X Pro Logics and your, I don't know, whatever y'all do, whatever, Fruity Loops, and I get it.
They the real deal.
Let me tell you something from a real one who's been with real live bands, okay? I toured around the world.
They are the real deal.
When you have real live instruments that can actually execute the mission, ooh.
And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something. For everybody that was at BET weekend and listened to the artists perform with the band, no rehearsals.
None.
Nobody got rehearsal. We literally had to send in our music and show up and sing.
John Legend said, I'm ready to go right now.
We had to be. And when you working with Danni and Andrew, you got to be ready to go because they stay on the road. They stay at a gig. Like sometimes they don't have time to rehearse with us. And we got to rehearse on our own and just get on the stage and sing. But they good like that though. Like they literally.
Shout out to Pneumatics.
Shout out to Pneumatic. And I'm going to tell you something else about Pneumatic. If y'all want live instruments on your production, because I don't think y'all know, Blunts for Two is live instruments. Danni sat down with his bass, his keyboard. The only thing he did not play live is drums because my mama ain't got them out available. But yeah, he played everything else on that track. So when y'all hear Drew's album live, so if y'all want live music on your production, you need to get at Pneumatic. You
want that good. Look, if you want that good, cool. If you don't, that's fine.
Right. That's fine. But that live recording is where it's at. I wish I could show y'all my garage right now because he got the whole garage set up for live recording.
I wish I could show you my storage unit, which is not even where I'm at right now. I got all my studio equipment in here. I got a storage unit with this. Listen, I got stuff I don't even know where to put it. Oh, you don't even know.
I understand. I understand.
I'm like,
You've been
where am
over
I?
here, you know.
I've seen the garage. When I look, I go. I'll bring a sleeping bag to your garage.
We got an air mattress. Don't play.
Okay,
In
yeah,
the
I'm with all
garage. Yeah,
that.
don't play. Yeah, cause Drew be in here all night. I be in my room with like the pillows in my ears because he be out here on the bass like boom, 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 boom. I'm recording. He went and bought a sign. Yeah, he went and bought a sign that says recording in progress. He be putting it on the door. I be like, come
No,
on, Drew.
no. Tell me he didn't got the red light sign with the red. No.
Listen, him and his friends, the whole crew, the whole pneumatic crew, they be up in here recording and going crazy.
That's what's up.
Man, I love it though. But yeah, I appreciate everything that's been going on, Shaun, and how you really been having my back. You know, my relocation was, but I appreciate you for everything you do. I ain't gonna go into what you do because that ain't everybody's business. But I appreciate everything you do. For the company, for the tour, for the squad, and for me on a personal note. I appreciate it.
You got it.
You know, it's nice when I can work with my friends. Like I don't have very many friends. I don't have very many people I talk to.
Amen.
And you know, it's funny because I tell people all the time. I talk to 15 people and I can tell you who they are. 12 of them are in my tour group. My mama, my auntie, and my granny. Now, if you ain't one of them 15 people,
yeah, you not.
you're probably not talking to me too often.
Relevance is low.
Man, we be on each other on the phone, text, chat with it. Like it's so much going on between the 12 of us. We don't have time to really deal with nobody else.
Really not.
We really don't. We be on each other. And then Anthony, Lord, listen, where's Anthony Gates? I'm surprised he is not on this live. Don't tell Anthony you want to do nothing because he gonna light the fire. He might be at the studio.
Anthony Gates, swing them little dreads. Swing them little dreads right now. Where you at?
Listen, he might be at the studio, but listen.
That's cool.
He will if you tell Anthony I gotta light a fire, he finna go get the wood, the lighter, whatever he need to light it with. He gonna start the fire and then tell you, hey, you needed a fire. Now what you finna cook?
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He gonna show up with the wood, the lighter, all the stuff you just talked about, and then when he show up, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I already got it, bro."
Oh yeah, y'all be tripping. You and him be tripping. But it's all love and it's all fun. I love it.
It's all love.
It is, and I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thank everybody for tuning in to Couch Conversations tonight. I really do. I appreciate y'all. This was a very good conversation.
Man.
We got to have you back on the show.
I'm with it. I'm already.
We got to have you back. Right. So if anybody would like to show their support for the show, please feel free to Zelle or Apple Pay me at my phone number, 702-578-6716. You can Cash App or Venmo, DMEG LLC. You can contact me at, there we go, Divine Management and Entertainment Group. You can email me at therealdannygirl@gmail.com. You can hit us on the website, DMEG LLC at square.site. And you can call me at 702-578-6716. Everybody knows, do not call me before 12 noon.
Sometimes you don't even know what you're supporting because you think in your mind supporting is giving your money. But support is really like you're investing in something that's really going to have an effect, that's going to have an effect, that's going to have an effect, that's going to have an effect. Think about it like that. Don't think about it as a dollar sign. Don't think about it as change in your pocket. Think about, do you want to have an impact on positivity? Because what we're doing right here, we're pushing positivity. And we appreciate support.
when we're giving other artists a platform as well, because with the tour going on, we're actually booking, I think, 5 to 10 artists on every show that we've done
Beast.
and that we have coming up. So it's not just about the tour artists as well. We're also giving other artists a platform. We also have the radio station. We have a lot of things going on. We have the newsletter. I'm 2 months behind, a month behind on that, but y'all just pray for me. It's so much going on. I had forgot to update it. I'm gonna have to designate that to somebody. Yeah, but when you support, you supporting a lot of things. For those of you that know that donated the first season of Couch Conversations, as y'all can see, as the season started, how I used it to build the set. Y'all know my very first season, I started off just on the couch, and a few episodes in, literally, yeah, and a few episodes in, we were able to get the green screen, get the mic, get the camera. We were able to actually sit down and add and build a set. So I'm working on the same thing here, y'all. Also, we got the tour going on and all these different events. So when you supporting everybody. You're not just supporting me, you supporting the squad. And let me see. I forgot to put who we have for next week. Let me see.
Hey.
Oh, it's Jason D's artist next week.
Okay.
Yeah, Cruddy Crew Pablo. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Next week at 8 o'clock. Let me get that up here real quick. We're gonna have Cruddy Crew Pablo, and Jason Dees will be joining us again as well because it's his artist, so he will be tapping in. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And like I said, we're gonna be here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. There we go. Next Wednesday night, special guest Cruddy Crew Pablo. So y'all make sure y'all continue to support, continue to tune in. We're gonna have a special guest for you every week. We're actually booked out through September right now. So y'all stay tuned because we got some dope people coming through. The tour artists will be tapping in throughout this season as well. So y'all can stay tuned with what's going on with the tour. We have the Cannabis Fest coming up. So those of you that are not aware of that, tap in. Hi, Sin. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know, Sin is look, I got too many jobs, okay? I'm the national marketing assistant for my church organization, and Sin is my boss. Hi, Sin. I'll call you because I know I need to get to work. Okay, yeah. So, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in, and we have so many things coming up. And y'all make sure y'all really stay tapped in with the tour. The tour is continuing throughout 2024. The radio station will be up next week. We actually got the programming together. So the flyer will be out in the next couple of days. The station will be up next week. I know, Sin, I know. I'm sorry, boss. I got you. Yeah, so we got a lot going on, and I just want everybody to stay tuned. We'll be giving out more details of the Cannabis Fest as it gets closer. But y'all want to make sure y'all stay tuned for that. This year we will be throwing, for the second year in a row, the largest indie cannabis fest in my city. So y'all come hang out. Like, we have sold 220 something tickets. So it's going to be dope. West Covina. Y'all know Queen of West Covina, rep that 626. Hey. I love it. Hey, I liked when I performed at the show and they was in the back like the Queen of the Cove. I was like, oh, thank y'all. Okay, but anyways.
It's already yours. Watch this. When it's already yours for the taking, it's easy.
It is. But I appreciate everybody. And make sure y'all tap in for the Cannabis Fest. It is going all the way up. KD got this fashion show. Listen, this fashion show, I'm scared. I'm going to have to get my whole wardrobe together.
You scout?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get my whole wardrobe together. She pulling out all these designers from different places across the country. And
I got a few fits. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. What's she doing? So, this is going to be dope, though. We got the artists. We got the fashion show. We are literally representing all three aspects this year. Last year, we didn't get to all three aspects, but this year we are. So we got the fashion, the music, and the cannabis. We will once again be sponsored by Candyman and Diamond Smoke. So I appreciate him coming all the way from Arizona.
Coming back out from AZ, huh?
He's coming from AZ.
I
So
remember last year.
yeah, so y'all stay tuned, and thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next week, and like I tell y'all every week, make sure that you have a divine night. All right, peace, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you, Shaun.
Got it. You got it.
Have a good night, everybody.